This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. When you visit the doctor, you probably hand over your insurance, your ID, and contact details. It's just one of the many places that has your personal info. And if any of them accidentally expose it, you could be at risk for identity theft. LifeLock monitors millions of data points a second. If you become a victim, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year at lifelock.com/podcast. Terms apply.
Hey, it's Justin from Optimal Living Daily. Before we start, I want to share a super powerful practice I use called NSDR, or non-sleep deep rest. In just about 10 minutes or so, this yoga nidra practice leaves you feeling as refreshed as after a nap without actually sleeping. Experience it for yourself on our guided podcast. Search NSDR and look for the one from Optimal Living Daily.
This is Optimal Relationships Daily. Check your relationship health. 4 Indicators for Success. Part 1 by Sara Stanizai of ProspectTherapy.com. No relationship is perfect, as no single person is perfect. We all get on each other's nerves, have major conflicts, and even occasionally question the strength of our relationships. But how can you tell if you're making things better or making things worse? Whether your relationship is a few months old or a few decades old, there is never a wrong time to consider your relationship's health. According to renowned relationship expert Dr. John Gottman, 4 divorce predictors exist. Clinicians trained in Gottman Method couples therapy, like me, refer to these as the 4 horsemen. No matter what specifically you're disagreeing about, these are signs that point to strength or weak spots in your relationship. Number 1, criticism. The more time you spend together, the more you're going to notice things. Annoying things. Things that maybe were cute at first, but now they're less cute. It's human nature to feel the desire to critique someone for doing something different from how you do it. Your way seems to be better because it works for you, but it may not work for someone else. Whether you're trying to help or it's just something that bothers you, don't you have the right to say something? Of course, but it's all about delivery. Strong relationship? You focus on your own needs and feelings when making an observation to your partner about something you're not happy with. I get nervous when we show up late to an event. I'm feeling overwhelmed with managing so much of the wedding planning. I need your help with figuring out how to manage our debt. Work on this. You focus on what your partner is doing wrong, why you think they're like this, and how they can do it better if they just listen to you. I gave you a heads up about what time we have to leave, and here I am waiting for you again. You're not helping with any of the wedding planning, and when you do take something over, it's wrong. Do you really need to buy another pair of shoes? Who's going to pay for those? The bottom line, focusing on yourself leaves much less room for defensiveness from the other person. It's easy to argue against an attack. It's harder to refute someone else's feelings. Number 2, contempt. Contempt is criticism plus moral judgment. When you speak to your partner contemptuously, you're not just criticizing something they do. You're making a judgment about who they are as a person. Your partner is no longer simply forgetful. They are the kind of person who is forgetful, i.e. a terrible, unintelligent, inconsiderate person. Ouch. No wonder contempt is the number 1 strongest indicator for the potential dissolution of a relationship. Speaking to them this way makes your partner feel you're trying to degrade or mock them as much as possible. Are you trying to solve the problem, or are you just trying to hurt the other person? Pay attention to what message you're really trying to send your partner. Contempt is a harder one to undo in the moment, but the best thing you can do is apologize sincerely, however long it takes you to get there. Some other ongoing things you can do are giving appreciation and acknowledging when your partner does something right, expressing your needs and giving them an opportunity to fulfill them rather than shutting down and why even bothering, making a conscious effort to have positive interactions, letting small things go, and giving your partner the benefit of the doubt. Strong relationship? You look for ways your partner is successful rather than what they're doing wrong. If they mess up, you give them the benefit of the doubt. It may not be your very first thought, but you have enough goodwill in your relationship that you trust they didn't mean to upset you. If your partner says something particularly hurtful to you, you recognize that they said it in the heat of the moment. You can still acknowledge the pain, don't sweep it under the rug, but you can also accept an apology. That was a pretty messed up thing to bring up, especially because you know I'm not proud of it. But you must have been really hurt to say that. I'm ready to listen, but I would like an apology for that. Work on this. You and your partner consistently take cheap shots at each other, use sarcasm, don't exchange true apologies, and hold grudges. Why did I expect anything different from someone who still needs their parents' approval? I'm sure this is really hard for you since you never learned how to be in a relationship. The bottom line, are you trying to resolve an issue or are you trying to hurt the other person? To be continued. You just listened to part 1 of the post titled, Check Your Relationship Health, 4 Indicators for Success, by Sara Stanizai of prospecttherapy.com.
Mamá, papá, mi cuerpo crece a un ritmo alarmante y la ropa que me compren ahora me quedará muy pequeña muy pronto. Pero su billetera no tiene que sufrir por la moda con los precios bajos de la vuelta a clases de Amazon. Amazon, gasta menos, sonríe más.
And thanks so much to Sara for the beginning of a wonderful post. Really excited to hear the rest tomorrow. But for now, we can really enjoy the takeaways from part 1. And I would be remiss if I didn't offer a thought on her notes about handling criticism. As we seek to focus on our own experiences and needs instead of belittling our partners, we might also consider asking our partners about the value that they see in their ideas. Focusing on what they're doing wrong is not necessarily problematic when it's not so much about what they're doing wrong, but it's reframed as asking them why they believe they're doing it right, and being open to learning about their thought processes. This helps us to get new insight for ourselves, it helps us to compromise, and it helps us to learn about another perspective, which could really give us information about our partner's strengths and weaknesses too. So don't be afraid to lean in with curiosity if you feel your partner is doing something that's either wrong, less than ideal, or just different from how you would instinctually handle it. Okay, everybody, but that's going to do it for today. As always, I thank you for coming and I hope you enjoyed this first part. I'm sure you're going to absolutely love part 2 tomorrow as well. So I'll talk to you then, where your optimal life awaits.